I started my journey actually back in 2006. That's when I first came back to Indonesia. I was based in Singapore before, but not with the telecommunication industry. So went back, I was with Siemens, and we were all focused much on the managed services and equipment vendors, more of technicalities. And Portalindo was actually one of my clients back then. We did managed service for Protalindo when it kind of got interesting for me that how does tower infrastructure works, because it's a little bit it's the same industry, but it's a little bit different than how vendor equipment companies operate. So when I joined, I was given task as a general manager, leading a team for property, which I'm still leading now, right now, which is responsible really for the cost of the land leases and the operational aspect in terms of the disturbances from the communities, or to ensure the security of the sites as well as the legality of our contracts with the third parties. So since then, I have ramped up a lot of team from 20 30 people. Now we have about close to 300 people under property management. And as you know, Pretalindo keeps on expanding since 2006 until now. We have acquired a lot of companies, be it from other tower companies as well as operators. We have about 28,000 towers right now, and that's pretty much the number of ground leases that we have to take care year by year. And for ground leases, I think it's a bit challenging in the way that that's where the highest capital expenditure capex for particular and for any particular tower. So my job and my role is to ensure that how we minimize the cost of ground leases, but having more tenancies so that we can generate more revenues. At the same time, my role is to ensure the SOPs, coming up with new strategies and ideas, how to synergize the teams so that it's becoming more effective and efficient, in line with the benefits of cost reductions for the land leases. So that's pretty much my role in managing 28,000 towers today. As I mentioned earlier, I didn't start my career in the telecommunications. I started in property, but there was one particular funny moment whereby I was supposed to reach out to some clients that I was trying to market properties back in Singapore, but somehow the signal was not so good back then. So I was like, what is the most important aspect that human beings need to have right now? You need to socialize, you need to interact. What is the most important thing? To me, that's communications. How do you communicate? You need to have technology, you need to have telephones, you need to have supporting technologies to ensure that your communications is correct. So that's how I became interested in technology and in communications in particular. So it's just one of out of the blue, I saw an advertisement in Siemens, and then I just applied, and I got in, and that's when I first learned about telecommunications, and I never regret my choice that this is the industry that I'm so passionate about, because it just changes the technologies, the type of equipments, the people on the ground, the third parties looking at telecommunications. It all evolves every year, especially for the past uh, 5 to 10 years. You see a lot of technologies have evolved. For instance, drone is one of the aspects as well that we see now in the market, and we've also seen lesser and lesser equipments are installed on the towers. We go with fibers, and lots of you know enhanced technologies from year to year. So that is pretty much I feel how it got interested with me. So right now I think the next thing that I need to focus on is with this diversified technology, how we can maximize our role to ensure it's more cost efficient for the company. Well, I can remember vividly when I first started in 2006. I was practically the only female in the division, and and a lot of my subordinates were all women. And the more that I got involved in the industry, the more I feel that we need to really empower women from year to year. And I am blessed and grateful that I have Protalindo as a company who has practiced the equal opportunities for both genders in the company. And in the recent years, we have also nominated and empowered a lot of women to be in the management positions. Like, for instance, in my division itself, for property, I think I would say that for the past 2 years, we have a stronger management team that is filled more women than men. Because, not try to be biased or prejudiced against that concept, but I just feel like women should be given a chance because it tends with the way they analyze, uh, they can be a great multitasker. And in terms of ideas, they also tend to be more creative, despite the fact maybe they have less experience in telco industries. But I think it's a good time now to really empower women. And I don't see any barriers that women cannot do. In fact, as a matter of fact, I even have technicians on the field which are women, and they're very eager about their job. So I think it's to break the barriers, you simply have to have the confidence, and we need to try to empower more and more roles for women.